Fixing a Kohler engine gas leak on a Husqvarna lawnmower. William Hovey Smith, 2020. This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And as you might suspect from the disarray of my lawnmower here, I have things afoot. And this is hunting season. It is fall almost. I still have 2 mowings to do with the lawn at least, and then I usually take the mower deck off to use my tractor for deer retrieval. But the immediate problem is I've got a gas leak, and it's a bad one. And so, as it would behoove anyone who operates any gas using equipment, if you've got a leak, well, you pretty well better fix it. And here you can see the problem. This is the origin of the leak right here. It's this hose clamp. And it just dropped, and then it's running on here. It's dripping down on the floor here. It's also dripping, it's also running and dripping on top of here on occasion, because that was another baffle that I've already removed. And, well, as gas leaks go, this is about where you would expect to have one. Either here, or with the gaskets coming loose, or these nuts loosening, and so allowing enough seepage along the gasket to get out all over the place. So the nuts being loose may be part of the problem, but this is undoubtedly the main problem. Now this seal, this clamp, is one of those sorts that just has 2 little wings on it. And it has obviously lost tension. So we're going to put on a mechanically tensed clamp here. And I just took one off another one of my lawnmowers that doesn't run right now, so we can use it. And I'm also going to trim off a little of the excess here, just because there's not much room under the shroud. And speaking of shrouds, we have taken off several things, including the shroud that covers the top of the engine, as well as our engine cover over here, as you can now see. The first thing I'm going to do is disconnect the hose. I'm an author, and I have mostly outdoor books, but I do have one business book for the times, and that is Create Your Own Job Security. And in this book, I advocate that you start your own mini businesses or full-fledged businesses anytime, anywhere, any place, at any age when you need to raise a little money, like maybe right now. My current project is Father of the Grooms, a novel, screenplay, and movie, and I'm currently in the process of perfecting the movie script. This particular mower does not have a particularly large gas tank. It's meant for the typical suburban lawn, and I've got 4 acres to do. So I have to fill this thing about twice, but once I get this leak stopped, I'll certainly get much more gas efficiency out of my machine, as well as remove an obvious safety hazard. Here we go. We're obviously going to spill some gas, so I put a pan down there to catch it. And we have a jar to catch some of the clean fuel. I have stuck the end of that hose up a little bit so you can see it better. You can see how that clamp has just compressed the rubber all around. And yeah, it was not really doing its job anymore. So I'm going to cut it back of that compression line, and I have sufficient material in that length of hose to just go ahead and reattach it with a new clamp. I've cut that extra tab off the clamp with the grinder, as you can see, and now we're going to attach and screw everything back up. We found that we could get a tighter clamp with that 8mm wrench than we could with a screwdriver, so we went ahead and used that. And now we're going to bolt everything back together. So far as I can tell, the seals on the carburetor itself look fine. So we should be able to put everything back and have it gas tight. Now we have the carburetor and this shroud attached. We're going to go ahead and put the covers on, which are spring loaded. Always will be a little ornery to fit. We have put a piece of paper towel underneath the carburetor, and we're going to turn the engine a few times and see if we have accomplished anything worthwhile. When you're putting your machine back together, those shroud bolts are very fine threaded, so it seems to take forever to get them down. But yeah, keep working them until you do get a solid cinch up and that your shroud is really strongly attached to your unit. When you take your hood off or put it back, you don't have to disconnect the lights. You just have to be sure that you don't pull the electrical connections on this side apart. There's two pivots right here, and there are two hooks right here that they fit on, and you lift and position and drop, sort of. Feed them in. There. And now you have your bonnet back on. Well, how did we do getting our lawnmower, aka game hauler, ready to go to the woods? Well, we did good. All this time, not a drop fell on my sheet. So our leak is fixed. Yep. Now, behind me over here, I have my tripod to erect, and then when I kill something, yeah, we'll be ready for it. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe, goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.
Seal or remove any containers of flammable liquids before starting the engine. It was scary that there was an electrical connection being bathed in gasoline directly beneath the worst of the drip. For more information on my books, blogs, and more than 850 videos, go to my website, www.hoveysmith.com. To discover how you can raise money by starting your own mini businesses, buy my business books, such as Create Your Own Job Security, from Amazon.com and other book outlets worldwide. To find out how the characters in my novel, screenplay, and movie project are coming along, go to fatherthegrooms.net. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye, and God bless.